Thank you for that. I have an infographic with me which gives you the data from around the world. This is the infographic that has been compiled through the Center for System Science and Engineering, which is the CSSC at the Johns Hopkins University. Now, this is a map from around the world that gives you the data that you need to know as far as coronavirus is concerned. So this is courtesy them, and the total number of cases on the right of your screens at 1,45,377. Now that's the total number of cases that we are reporting from around the world. The total number of deaths 5,429, and the total recoveries 71,715, which is roughly half the cases that were reported in the first place. Now, as far as the casualty figure is concerned, now this is the map, and these are the active cases. These are the cumulative confirmed cases around the world. And this is the reason why the World Health Organization, or WHO, said that Europe is now the new epicenter of coronavirus or COVID-19. Now, these are the heat maps, or the points that you're looking at, the red dots. Their sizes tell you how across each countries. Now, the size of each of these red circles tell you how many cases are being reported in these countries. This is the map of Europe. Almost every country in Europe has recorded cases, positive cases of coronavirus, which is why it is being called the epicenter of the pandemic. Now, if I zoom out of just Europe and give you the total number of cases and where these cases are being reported, in the United States, nearly 2,000 cases, Europe, epicenter, Middle East, around Saudi, and also in Iraq and Iran, of course, which has reported most of the cases outside of Europe and China. And China, of course, continues to have the most number of positive coronavirus cases. Now, let's go through the numbers on the right of the screen here. Nearly 81,000 confirmed cases. This is country-wise, the entire list. 80,973 cases in China. Italy, second most positive cases of coronavirus being reported here with nearly 17,600. In Iran, over 11,000 cases. So in that order, China, Italy, Iran, South Korea, Spain, Germany, France, US, over 2,000 cases. US, of course, has just announced a national emergency which ensures that over $50 billion are opened up for public safety and public health. And after the US, there's Switzerland with over 1,100 cases. Norway, Sweden, Netherlands, Denmark, United Kingdom, the number is 801, that's officially, but there are some figures saying that it could be in several thousands, and that's not known yet. And after UK, Japan, of course, with 725. After Japan, the most number of cases on a cruise ship, and which is now, of course, parked right outside the coast of Japan. And in Belgium with 559 cases, Austria with 504, 320 Qatar, Australia, and the list goes on and on. And the reason why I'm going through this list from top to bottom is to see where India is placed. India is, as of this minute, placed below Saudi Arabia, below the UAE, with 82 positive cases. That's the official number, 82, and that's why you see that number here. And this is where India stands, much better placed than most of the other countries. And the way the government has responded is also one of the reasons why you'll see that we have lesser cases. As a country, we've quarantined ourselves, we've isolated ourselves. Visas are suspended, incoming, even Indian nationals have been asked to avoid essential travel. And many states, in fact, most of them have shut down schools, institutions, large gatherings have been banned. So preventive measures taken across India to ensure that the number of cases decrease. Now, I want to show just one more data point. Now, these are the cumulative confirmed cases. The red dots that you see here, the size of the dot is indicative of the number of cases that are being reported. The active cases, now these are the yellow dots. These are the active cases that are being monitored and quarantined as we speak. So you have the confirmed cases, and these are the active cases, which means these are the suspected cases around the world that are being quarantined and treated for what they believe could be COVID-19. So these are the yellow dots, and the confirmed cases, once again telling you the pattern around the world and why Europe is the epicenter. Now, I'd like to show this part of the screen where there's a graph that tells you how maybe COVID-19 is on the decline, or it's stabilizing. The number of cases is not increasing drastically, but it could be stabilizing. Look at this. I'll start with the orange dotted graph, which tells you from January until March how the number of cases has increased. Now look at this. From January, the number of cases drastically increased in mainland China. The green dots are mainland China, the graph of mainland China, which increased, and it hit its peak somewhere in the end of February. Mainland China, 80,000 cases, and after that the number of cases has stabilized in March. From end February to March, to mid-March, the number of cases have stabilized in March. Now let's look at other locations around the world. The number of cases really picked up somewhere towards the end of February here, and have hit their peak now in March, which is why China is saying that the worst may be behind them, but the rest of Europe is now battling COVID-19. The number of cases is slowly on the increase, but even there, the pattern showing that it may be stabilizing across the world as well. Now the green graph is the total recoveries, which is a healthy sign. Tells you how the number of recoveries is constantly on the rise. So that's not going to come down. That's only going to go up, because as of this minute, 71,700 recoveries as compared to the 1,45,000 positive cases around the world. So that's a good sign. And here at Republic TV, we will keep you updated with how India and different states in India are battling coronavirus. Back to you.
Niranjan Narayanaswamy giving us a sense of where coronavirus cases stand across the globe and why Europe has been declared the epicenter of coronavirus as we talk. Meanwhile, countries coming together to fight the outbreak of coronavirus. Most importantly, as and when we talk about India,